Well, there you go. Turns out I didn't get the job anyway. Delightful. I'm a little bit hurt by that, if I'm honest. Hello all, MikeRo here. Yes, unfortunately, I did not get the Liverpool job. So, with Villa, we continue. Continue? No, continue. Yep, Diego Simeone is apparently the man to take Liverpool forward. Not having it. Not having any of it. Today, we take on Manchester City in the second leg of our Carabao Cup tie. And then we've also got Wolves at home in the Premier League as we continue to try and chase down Manchester United. My words are all over the place today. Before that, we actually have some news. Considering that the Liverpool job didn't go ahead, I've actually made some transfers with the £72 million we had in the January budget. And I'm pretty happy with them too. Here is Artur Matasiak. Yes, Matasiak. Polish, 22 years old, midfielder, can play anywhere in the centre of the park. Also as a defensive midfielder and an attacking midfielder. And look at these. Yes. He looks absolutely brilliant. Got him in from Norwich, relatively cheap as well. Only £17.5 million for a player this good. Very, very happy. He's just going to add a bit more depth to that midfield, and he plays as an advanced playmaker, predominantly at the back. So if I can have him and Anthony Vile maybe next to each other, forget the box-to-box midfielder, have him a little bit more advanced, I think that might help us unlock the doors a lot more. The flair of 15 is the one that really gets me a little bit excited. And the other player we brought in and will be familiar to the majority is Dan Axel Zagadou. Yep, starts the save, I believe, at Borussia Dortmund. We bought him in from Manchester City. A little bit more expensive. He was transfer listed. Bought him in for £29.5 million, so just under £30 million. As you can tell here, he's a very consistent player, playing at over a 7 pretty much over the last 6 seasons or 5 seasons he was at Manchester City. And he will probably be the number 1 partner now for Markovic. He won't get to play today because obviously he is cup tied, but expect him to maybe play a part in the Wolves game. Let me know what you think of those transfers in the comment section. Right, moving on to City then. We are 1-1 from the first leg, which was in the last episode. By the way, we beat Burnley 3-1 in the only game that's been on that we played off camera since that last episode. And I think today you're going to see us play a bit of a different formation. We're going to go for it a bit against City today. We're going to play the 4-4-2 diamond in the narrow one. So you've got Christensen in goal, Fila, Markovic, Mai, MikeRo as the defence. And you've got Henderson, Vile and Goretzka in the middle with Moura in behind McWilliams and Anthony Martial. This formation seems to do quite well when we go forward. It's just against teams like City we might have a bit of trouble going back the other way because they obviously play a more defensive line. They play wingers, which is difficult. But if we can keep tabs on Rodrigo and Sterling and don't let their fullbacks overlap too much, we should be alright. The fact that they've only got Pellegrini up front means that I think we've got a really good chance in this game. And I'd love to make it to a final. Whoever wins this will play Manchester United in it. So there's a lot up for grabs. And let's face it, either of us are probably going to lose come the end anyway. Right, away we go. Martial to McWilliams. Both of them scored in our last game against Burnley off camera. So I'm hoping they'll continue the good form today as Vile passes the ball straight to Raheem Sterling. Not exactly what I wanted, mate. Oh God, City already have a corner. That's never good. De Bruyne out to Lewis Cook. He tries to bend one. I have no idea what happened there. Did it hit the bar? Then Christensen save it over? Or did it Christensen just tip it over? Either way, it's a very good save. It's been a quiet opening 15 other than that Lewis Cook shot. Not a lot's really happened. City dominating the majority of the game, but we haven't conceded yet. And I just think that on the counter, this formation is quite good, and it's going to give them a bit more of a problem at the back. I feel like when we play the 4-2-3-1, we're probably more solid, but at the same time, we really lack that kind of creativity and that fluency. And I think you have to have 2 up top in FM if you really want to go for goals this year. It feels like, I finally realised it coming towards the end, that you really have to play a 2-striker formation. And we've got loads of really good strikers, so we might as well use them. City really applying the pressure at the moment. Cook into Torreira, back to Lewis Cook. He finds Rodrigo. Rodrigo out to Chilwell. This is what problem I have, is that we're just going to get a little bit too caught. Pellegrini, brilliant blocking. We're going to need to change formation at half time. This formation doesn't work against City. Against the lower teams that sit back, brilliant. Against the attacking teams that come at you, not so good. I thought the highlight was over. I thought it was over. Pellegrini scores from a Raheem Sterling cross. Christensen comes out, doesn't claim the ball. We are in trouble. We just give him too much room there. You can't let him cross. And Christensen, that's a nightmare. That's an absolute howler. 1-0 to City at the break. Not happy. Been aggressive. Told the boys it's not very good, is it? and it's not. So we're going to go to our usual 4-2-3-1 then. Let's get Hendo off, bring on Gaitan, and then other than that, we're going to stay as you were. Everyone else has played pretty well, to be fair. I wonder if this is going to make us maybe a bit more solid at the back, and we'll begin to dictate the tempo more, but I can't see us scoring, and that's the problem with this formation. Although we're already pressing you in the second half, which is good. Rodrigo heads out Goretzka. Good ball into Vile. Go on, mate, hit it. Vile loves a long shot, and he's wussed out of it, and I don't like that. Feeler into Martial. Anthony back to Vile. Go on, spread the plate. Good boy. That's the one. Out to MikeRo. MikeRo now. Into Goretzka. Goretzka to Gaitan. Gaitan will shoot. McWilliams turns away. McWilliams hits it. Go! Mick McWilliams scores again. Poor from Bazunu. Two keeping howlers have actually levelled this game up. It wasn't great from Christensen at the other end, and I can't help but feel that this one from Bazunu is also not particularly good watching. We play the ball around really nicely. Vile at the centre of it as always. Mick McWilliams manages to turn Laporta, and that is just woeful keeping from Bazunu. You expect better, but we don't mind that. Well done, boys. Good ball out from Vile to MikeRo. He's playing very well, actually. Very much above his station. Why did I give him any praise? Oh, brilliant from Vile and MikeRo. They both managed to win it. Now Lucas Meyer on the ball. Finds Mora. Go on, mate. He's been a very quiet game today. He's not really making stuff tick. Martial to Goretzka. This is so much better from us in the second half. Gaitan. Back to Goretzka. Goretzka to Martial. Martial into Mora. Go on, mate. Hit it. You love a long shot. He tees Mick McWilliams. It's 2! Mick McWilliams with a brace. And it's 2-1 to the Villa. I want this final. I want this final. And Mick McWilliams might finally... I don't know. Do I say it? He might finally be the striker I've been looking for. I like Glenn Hazel, but Mick McWilliams is in such good form at the moment. His 16th goal of the season. And he does a lovely roll as well. We love that celebration. And Mora finally comes alive in the game. Scenes. Can't really say that we deserve to win this game at the moment. You look at City and they've had a very, very good game. We've just kind of thrown our bodies on the line, I think, a lot to defend things. As Phil Foden comes on for Kevin De Bruyne, it's not exactly the worst substitution you can make, is it? I'm looking forward to watching Markovic and Zagadou. Zagadou, not Sagadou, Zagadou. I'm looking forward to seeing those two together. Two very, very talented players. And Zagadou, obviously, he plays at the rating that he did the last couple of years, will be absolutely fine. As we do get a 2-1 win over Manchester City, we will be playing Manchester United in the Carabao Cup final. I'll say to the boys, well done, boys. Congratulations. You deserve to be in the final. Good. Starting on a positive. We won on camera. I've just realised it's a massive thing. Markovic is still a bit tired, so I'm going to suggest that we rest him in the next match. And he says, yeah, I like the sound of that. Sounds like a good idea. So Zagadou is going to come in the next match. We'll get to see him live. Annoyingly, viewers, Manchester United played the day before us, and they've ratcheted up yet another win. Notched up yet another win. And you just look at the run of form that they're on. I mean, it is ridiculous. Just look at it. But I can't see them losing any points between now and then. And we're certainly going to lose points between now and then. And the gap just feels insurmountable. This might be one of the best seasons from a team I've ever seen on Football Manager. They've only drawn 4 games. They're still unbeaten. It's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Right, so we've got our game in hand over United today against Wolves, and we're in inconsistent form, as are they. At Binfield's Derby, though, form kind of goes out the window. It's just looking at that there. United won 21 games out of 24 and only drawn 3. Phenomenal. Right, so a couple of little injury notes. That Mikael Christensen is going to be playing with an injection as he's got a pulled calf, but I cannot afford really to take him out of the squad at this point in time. And Oral Mora is currently off, returning to full fitness because he had a bug during the week. So there's only a couple of changes from the lineup that previously started. Zagadou comes in for Markovic, who is going to be rested today. Thomas Diaz comes in for Leon Goretzka, who gets a rest as well. Robert Navarro is now at the attacking midfielder position, and Glenn Hazel is going to partner Mick McWilliams up front. Should on paper be arguably the best front partnership in the league. If we can get them to play well together, we'll be onto something special, as I give Zagadou the number 26 as he starts in his first game for the club. Let's hope he strikes up a good partnership with Mai. Looking at Wolves here, he's got some very decent players. Unau's a player who can always give you a problem. I've always had an issue with Rabbi Matondo. Doesn't look great on his attributes, but he's just a phenomenally good player. in this save. He always scores against me. They beat us the last time we played. I'm going to say aggressively, we owe them some revenge. Let's go and get it. Everyone's pumped up. I'm excited. The fans are excited. After beating City midweek, can we notch up 2 wins in a row and kind of get back into the form that's taken us into second in the table? I hope so. Broomer's another player who notoriously gives me issues on this game. Unfortunately, he's picked up an injury in the early minutes of the tie of the match. So let's hope that he might have to go off a little bit earlier. I'd never wish an injury on a player, but it always helps if one of the players who always scores against you goes off. As Navarro finds MikeRo, whip a ball in, Mick McWilliams, bang! He just cannot stop scoring. Mick McWilliams gets his 17th of the season, and early doors, Aston Villa are ahead. This is so much better and so much more attacking. Lovely from Navarro as it's tipping it down in Birmingham. A brilliant cross by MikeRo, who's playing out of his skin at the moment. A great header in off the bar from Mick McWilliams. Good start. Zagadou on the ball now. His first touch on camera. Finds Fila. Nice pass out there. Fila into Anthony Vile. Vile. Good ball out to MikeRo. Lovely take by the Italian fullback. Wings it in. Glenn Hazel gets his 12th of the season. Both strikers on the score sheet. And forget the fact that we can't play wing plays. Look at the wing backs. I finally let them run free. Fila's advanced. And so is MikeRo. I've never realised how blonde Fila's hair is. Brilliant from MikeRo. His second assist of the day. Glenn Hazel, the great finish. Come on, boys. Just to keep a clean sheet and we'll be in business. Navarro trying to drift through the midfield there, but running into trouble. Hazel back to Navarro. Here we go, building again. I feel this is going to be a chance for us here. Navarro, lovely ball over the top for Miko Fila. The wing-back's getting involved now. Fila to the back post. Glenn Hazel gets his 13th. The diamond at home works a treat. Against the lower division, not lower division, but lower half teams, this is the formation to play now, I think. It's good that we finally got 2 formations we can use. It's poor from the centre-back there. He just can't get his head to it. Glenn Hazel tucks in a left-footed volley. 3-0, not even half-time. Wonderful. 3-0 at the break, and you could argue that Wolves maybe had the better of the half, but at the end of the day, they haven't been clinical, and we have. I'm going to passionately say I'm very happy with the way things are going now. Let's keep it up. We will make a change. We're going to take Antonin Vile off and bring on Artur Matisiak for his first appearance for the club. It's good pressing from us here, but I'm a little bit annoyed that we haven't won the ball back here and we're not trying to kick on a little bit. As Josh Timon plays it back to Sarr into Ziyech, giving him a little bit too much time in the middle of the park, and then Matondo's got a run at the defence here. He has. Matondo hits it. Brilliant goal. I told you he always scores against us. It's only his 4th goal of the season. He's assisted by Avocado. Very, very annoying. He just allowed them a little bit too much space here. Avocado gets the ball out wide, and we just let Matondo drift through. I mean, it's some finish, don't get me wrong. He's absolutely powered that, and Christensen's looking the wrong way, so good. Just over 10 minutes to go, and if he goes to 3-2, it's going to get a little bit too tense for my liking, but Navarro goes for on goal. Should finish it. He should finish that. Really poor. God, no, not another chance to Wolves as Diaz heads it clear, but I don't want another chance to Wolves as Rabbi Matondo gets his second. Right, okay, stop. Gaitan's come on for Robert Navarro. He's going to come on the right hand side as we go a little bit more defensive. Get the holding midfielder in with Jordan Henderson, and let's just try and see out this last 10 minutes, please. For God's sake, I don't need a Rabbi Matondo hat-trick. I hate it when I point a player out before the game, and then he does begin to show me up. I hate it. It's not been an impressive game from Matisiak. He's come on and played at 6.4, which is very disappointing indeed. I don't know if we tired in the second half or if they just got a bit of a rocket up the arse, but this is great play by McWilliams. He's just holding it up lovely. Plays it to Thomas Diaz. He finds Matisiak, but it's over. A 3-2 win. A bit of a good game, to be fair. It was a game with a few highlights, but the highlights that were there were crucial. We do get the win. That's all that matters. I'm going to say to the boys, that was a Jekyll and Hyde performance because we played really well in the first half and was shocking in the second, and that's motivated a lot of players. The most important thing is that we won. That is essentially all that I care about. Ah, no. Christensen's hurt himself even more. I'm going to actually let the physio deal with him, and we are going to try and make it for the next few weeks without him. Glenn Hazel, back in the squad, back in the goals. Well done to him. Very good indeed. Very, very good. Very happy. Rabbi Matondo is a player maybe I need to sign just to stop him from bloody scoring against me would be lovely. Oh no, Christensen's going to miss these games, is he? No, he might just get back in time for them. There's going to be 2 games we're going to play off camera against Brighton and Cardiff respectively. Hopefully we'll notch up 2 wins there and keep the pressure on United. And then we go off to Italy to face Roma in the first knockout round of our Champions League. And then after that we will of course have the Carabao Cup final against Manchester United at Wembley. Get excited. It's our first chance of silverware this season. Can we win it? We'll find out. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do like, share and subscribe. And until I see you again for that Carabao Cup final, stay cool.